on the beach, but that's a little far to be bro coding. I'm sorry. So, and they were telling him to get back in the boat. But you know, bro code overrides you, tell you to get back in the boat. So therefore, that's what we see. Okay? So, you're a good swimmer. Hey man, welcome back to the channel. So let's get this video going real quick and get it over with. Now I was going to talk about a lot of stuff, but I'm going to go on knowledge. I have a lot of receipts, and I'm going to share with you a couple things that been bouncing. Okay, one, area, swimming, topic, number one, swimming. Okay, swimming. These are the things we're going to cover. Swimming, area, two important things. How far away it is to Horn Island, distance. We're not going to go with the distance, but you're going to see. And who is in charge? Law enforcement. And 5, why I totally believe that all this stuff took place is because of the 5th element. There's 5 elements to this, but the 5th element is the reason everything happened. Okay? So let's get into all the elements. So yeah. So what I did was, let me pull it up here on the other screen. Okay. So, and let me eject this one because I have to. I have to remove the old one so the new one can come play. So let's insert the new one. And I'll make this quick and simple, and nobody moves and nobody gets hurt.
Nobody move, nobody get hurt.
So the first thing we're going to discuss, I think that's already up here, is let's do this one first. Okay, it's this one actually. This is one of the things that they said when they came back. We'll talk about everything else and let's go in order. Okay, so let's go in order. So this one is Horn Island. Okay, now notice this is the area where this happened. Okay, let me get out of the way here. Get out of the way so you can see. This is the area that everything happened. Okay, note to self. This is the area where everything happened. Okay, so you're familiar with that. This is Horn Island right here. Okay. Can't see it. Right there. That's Horn Island. All right.
That's right, y'all. We stand proud.
Notice where it's located. All right. If you're familiar, let me go up a little bit so you kind of get an idea. See where you're located? Just to let you know, Mississippi is only 55 miles across. I think it's 55 miles across from the bottom. From Louisiana to Alabama. So Mississippi doesn't have a big coastline. Alabama doesn't have a big coastline. Louisiana and Florida and Texas have the biggest coastlines up on the Gulf Coast. Okay, just to let you know. So that right there says a lot. Okay. Now, I want you to see this, okay? And on this one, we're not going to do it on, we'll do it on the next one, okay? Because I'm going to give you a better understanding, okay? So note that this is Pascagoula, okay? Now, I will tell you this. I actually worked in Pascagoula for 6 months. Yeah, I worked in Pascagoula 6 months. Way before I moved to Texas. So I worked in Pascagoula for 6 months. I worked out there welding on an oil rig. Okay? Now, so this is the same area. Okay? The same area, and these are the boat launches in the area. I wanted you to kind of get an idea of the boat launches from Horn Island. We're going to see something else in a minute. It's going to actually show you the distances. Now, let me explain something to you. Let's go back to this first picture. So right in here in Pascagoula and Mobile. Okay, Mobile, they come in here. See this area right here? In Mobile, they come in here. This is a bridge right here. There is actually a bridge right here. Now, the bridge goes up. If I remember right, I think the bridge actually...
What do you want from McDonald's?
Oh, I want a number one.
Number one?
Yeah, I want the Big Mac.
Yes, sir. We'll do it.
All right, thank you. So right here, this is a bridge right here. And on that bridge, hopefully we can do it. So on this bridge, there's actually... I don't know exactly where it is. It doesn't show here, but there's actually a part that goes up on this bridge. So the boats can go underneath it. I don't know precisely where on the bridge it is. I've been on this bridge a couple times. I can't just show you. I would have to actually be on the bridge. We could do a later... we could actually do let's do that. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I didn't lose the area. Okay, there's Horn Island. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now, here we go. So let's zoom in. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Hold on. Okay, there you go. You see it? There's the bridge to go across to Horn Island. So the boats go under here. This is Dolphin Island Bridge. So the boats go under here to go to Dolphin Island. So that gives you kind of a perspective of that area. So that whole area is a shipping point. Let me get back to where I was. So you kind of get an idea. Here we go. We're not talking about him per se. We are, but we're not talking about him. So I just want y'all to know that whatever happens in that investigation, we're not talking about it. We're talking about other things that led up to it. Okay? And we're talking about this area in particular. So now they say he's a good swimmer. Okay, I give you that. So let's get into the next one. So this is the boat launches right here in Horn Island. Okay, so we're on to this. Now this is one. This is another thing that I wanted to show you. So I wanted to know exactly who is going to be in charge of the investigation. Well, there's a lot of it. Since Horn Island's a national park, that gives you a little different perspective. So the Jackson County Sheriff's Department is going to be leading the investigation, probably with the FBI. I heard the FBI was going to this part because y'all got to know, and the Coast Guard. They're working close close to the Coast Guard. Okay, and we're going to get into that here in a second. I'm going to show you the next map. But the Coast Guard was called, and so was the Cajun Coast Guard. The Cajun Coast Guard was called also. So they're there also. Okay? All right, so now you got that idea, right? So then, here you go. This is my next perspective. All right. Now, notice, in this sound, this is called the Mississippi, I think this is a Mississippi sound. This is called the Mississippi Sound. And if you're familiar with sounds, it's not what it sounds like. Now, this is actually a kayak route that a lot of people will follow to go across. Okay? And the reason they do this is just like a shipping lane. You got to remember there's shipping lanes everywhere that you go. Okay? So they're going to want to send you down a route so that you don't get lost. Because remember, big ships are coming in to Pascagoula. Okay? Now notice the water. I like this actually. Notice the water, and here's right up in here you have this mouth, and then over here is, I think it's over here. Over here is about Pascagoula. Over a little bit more. Pascagoula is a little more. Pascagoula is over here by this island right here. Okay, so it's next to Horn Island, which I think it's I forgot what islands. This is the campsites. This is a campsite at Horn Island. This is Horn Island. And this is the campsites, what the Horn Island looks like. This is Horn Island. Okay, this is what Horn Island looks like, okay? So you kind of get a factor of what Horn Island looks like. Okay, and then this right here, I don't know what this is. I'm reckoning that, yeah, because here is the Pete Boss Island. Now remember Dolphin Island. Dolphin Island's the only island down over here that has a road to it. A road. This is not a road. This is basically this right here, but there's a lot of shipping lanes. You got Biloxi Bay over here, which is the shipping lane. Then right over here, where this is Grand Bay, there's a shipping lane over here in Grand Bay. There's a lot of ships coming in and out of this place. Big ships. Now, what's coming out of here, out of Pascagoula, is the oil rigs. So oil rigs come out of Pascagoula. That's where they retrofit the oil rigs. Sometimes they bring them in to fix them and get them ready to go back out. And sometimes they build new ones to go back out there. And I did work in that shipyard for 6 weeks. And then I went to a different shipyard in Sulphur because it was closer to home. Okay, now, here it is. This is another theory that was talked about. How they cleaned the boat after they got back. And the people were tripping because they were cleaning the boat after. Well, if you know about this mussel has to be dried out. Okay? You have to dry your boat first before you clean it off. It's a abrasive mussel. Okay, so a lot of the boats that come in, now I know what y'all are going to say, well, that's in the sea. All these other mussels. Well, let me explain something to y'all. How do you think these mussels got into the lakes? How do you think they did? They got to the lakes from the sea because people were going from the sea to the lakes, and mussels are salt water. Sometimes abrasive mussels like this can grow anywhere. The zebra mussel's pretty spontaneous about that. So just to let y'all know. And the impact, so it inspects everything. You inspect your hull, your motor, your trailer. You scrape off any attached mussels and you throw them in the trash. as it's illegal to transport them. Did you hear what I just said? It's illegal to transport them. Yeah, you heard what I said. So they did wait today. Now, my neighbors, I always see them out there. They let their boat dry. They let their boat dry, and then a couple hours later, I seen them park the boat. I seen them park the boat. And then when I went to Walmart about 2 hours later, I went to Walmart. They out there with the hose cleaning the boat. Okay, one was in the back of the boat cleaning the boat, and the others were out in the outside cleaning the boat. Now, another theory that I have. Now, these are all just here theories. Was the fact that he left his phone on the boat. Okay? He said, I got this. I got this. He installed the bro code. Once he said, thumbs up to them, I got this, the bro code was engaged. The bro code was engaged. And we all know the bro code. I don't have to go into it. But that was bro code engaged. You know I had to put that there. You know I had to put that in there. Because that's true. Okay. Now, that's 4. Okay, so the phone. The swimming. Now, y'all remember now. They said he drowned. But I just showed you a picture of this area. Okay. It's going to be chop suey, chop suey. And this is the last thing before I get on to number 5. The swimming situation. So he's on Whore Island. And I'm going to call it Whore Island. He's on Whore Island. He's out there swimming with his homies. He gave the bro code. Don't know when he gave the bro code. But he gave the bro code. The phone was on the boat. They left. They took the boat. Now, to be fair with you, I wouldn't be inserting a bro code if I was that far from land. I'm telling you. But evidently, he thought he had it. So, but I wouldn't insert a bro code. I'm sorry. That's a little far from me. I can't swim that far. I could probably steal a kayak that probably on the beach, but that's a little far to be bro coding. I'm sorry. So, and they were telling him to get back in the boat. But you know, bro code overrides you, tell you to get back in the boat. So therefore, that's what we see. Okay? So, you're a good swimmer. You insert number 5. Now the boat, okay, so no, before we get to 5. So my theory on the phone is it was sitting sitting where he was probably sitting when he was going over there. So they go back to the dock. Okay. They slam on the gas to get back over to where they're going to go so they can go home because they want to go home. When they put the gas on, the phone drops on the floor of the boat. They don't see the phone. Okay? So the phone is not saw. I don't think they saw the phone until when they were cleaning the boat. Or they were out there next to the boat cleaning the boat. And then they heard the phone bing. Somebody called the phone probably. They 360'd the phone and says, hey man, you got the phone. They didn't even know they had the phone. Okay, so now you have a teenager with this phone. Do you think that teenager is going to let you just get in the phone? Now somebody said, well, they put it up to his iris and they let his eye. What you motherfucking think this is James Bond? It ain't motherfucking James Bond. No, they take a picture. You take the phone to their face or their finger, but they didn't do all that shit. The phone, they didn't even know the phone was there. They don't know the phone is there. I'm just going to say it. They don't know the phone is there. If they would have knew the phone was there, they would have gave the phone to him. Tell me I ain't lying about that. I don't know, but to be fair with you, they're drunk. They're teenagers. Fuck the phone. We want to go home. They don't know the phone is on the boat. They don't know that he left the phone. Then then I'm looking at this right here. There is no GPS to this phone, this island. There is no, I don't think there's any service out there. There could be bear service. But you got to remember they're, I don't know, maybe 20 miles from shore. So, yeah, it's about 20. I don't know how far Horn Island is. Let's look. Okay. How far is HORN is land from MISSISSIPPI. Let's check. Okay, so Horn Island is 10 to 12 miles from Biloxi. Horn Island is located 9 to 13 nautical miles south of Biloxi, Mississippi, which translates to roughly 10 to 12 miles. So I was around 20. A boat ride to the island from Biloxi lives to take about 30 minutes. Because the barrier island is only accessible by private boat or charter shuttle, you will need to arrange marine transport to make the trip. If you're looking to book a ride, no, the skipper charters. I was about to say, thank God I can edit, which operates out of Biloxi's South Craft Harbor. So yeah, you're looking at about 12 miles, 10 to 12 miles. I can't swim that far. I don't care how I can't swim that far. But anyways, so there you go. And there you have it. Now, let's get rid of this. And we are going to insert number 5. So here's the 5th one. This is the key to everything. This is why everything happened. You ready for it? I don't care how good of a swimmer you are. I don't care how good of a swimmer you are. You saw all the facts. It's 13 miles from land. Okay, now, y'all heard of the undertow? Okay, see my printer sitting right here? The printer right here? Okay, just think that's Mississippi. And this is the water. Okay, now the water's going to come over like this and hit land. And when it hit lands, it goes down and goes under and goes back. Okay, it doesn't go back on top of itself. It goes under. Okay, just picture that. Okay, when you're standing on water, you can go to your knees. Let's say you go to your knees and you stand there. I want you to do that next time you go to the beach. Stand there. And you can actually feel it pull you. That is what they call the undertow. Okay? Now, picture this. You're 6 or 8 years old. Okay? I'm going to consider a drunk somebody who's been drinking between 15 and 8 when they're drinking. Because what happens with alcohol, it takes away everything that you can think of and can imagine. It takes away your thought, your feeling. It takes everything. It just takes it away from you. You think in your head you got it. So what you're going to do, you see this gal, You're going to impress that gal. Okay? Just let you know. You're going to do something idiotic to impress her. Just say that. So Bro Code was engaged.
Slingshot engaged.
Slingshot engaged. And he does something idiotic. Now, what they say, he was the only brother, the young black American on the island, so everybody could see that he was drowning. Why didn't they go help him? Do you think anybody's listen to this? Listen to this. I am on the beach and I'm swimming. I stopped swimming and I turned around. I looked on the beach. I turned back and there was like this boy and this 8-year-old girl. They're swimming. Okay? Their parents are on a towel, sitting over there drinking. They're not paying attention. They have 2 8-year-olds playing in the water. I did clock them about 12, maybe 8 and 12. The 12-year-old, turns his back towards his parents and was yelling at his parents. And right then that happened, the girl gets sucked under and she gets pulled out. I saw that. So I dive in and I go get her. When I went towards the wave that was coming in, it's that pretty tall. I came in and I put my arm out like this, and when I put my arm out like this, the current pushed her in. I grabbed her, I turned around, and I swam towards shore with her. I brought her to shore. The parents come running. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, we didn't see it, we didn't see it. Their parents, they're drinking. Their children are in the water, but they didn't see it. Okay? Just put that factor on this case going on. Now you got a bunch of teenagers in a Friday the 13th movie. You got a bunch of counselors. Let's do that. You got a bunch of counselors necking and all that other stuff. Do you think they saw Jason Voorhees drowned? Let's just think about that for a minute. Think about that one for a minute about that. Do you think those teenagers saw him drowned? Okay, now, he drowned. They said when they went first, they didn't see him there in that position. Then they left and they came back and saw him. Okay. Remember what I told you. It's 12 miles from there to land. And the water is pushing back and forth. Pushing back and forth. Pushing back and forth. Pushing back and forth. The water can suck you and push you back. And that's what happened to him. I believe the undertow got him, sucked him under, and drug him down. And then a ship came, didn't hit him. A ship came through that canal and pushed him back towards the island. And that's where they found him. And that is my theory on that. I don't think it could be. That ain't thin. And what Roger said, that's thin.
Thin. That's very thin. What the hell? Thin's my middle name.
That's motherfucking thin, but I think so. So Mother Nature did have her chances. He could not fight Mother Nature. Damn the boys, they're on bro code. And the phone, they didn't know they had the phone. I'm sorry. I stick to that one. They didn't know they had the phone till later. They didn't put it up to his body and say, oh, let me see that so I can get a picture of him and take a picture of, oh, look, we can get into his phone. Now we got to delete all his social mediums. You can't delete the fucking social. You don't even know what he's got on his phone. And how do you know the face is going to work? Sometimes people don't even do that. You got to get the code number. And then you can put your phone and your finger. You can put the finger and you can put a number. So just don't tell me that. So Alcohol is the problem. Sorry. I can't stress enough. He's young. He's in a Friday the 13th movie. Per se. I mean, I can't explain it anywhere else. He was young, and old Mother Nature took care of him. I hate to say it that way, but I'm trying to be frank with you. To be honest with you, I believe we'll find out when the autopsy comes out to see if I was correct or not. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'm not going to say alleged. I'm going to say if I'm wrong, I'll come back on here and admit that I was wrong. But I totally believe alcohol did him in. Not his friends. The bro code was engaged. Bro code all the way. And the phone, pretty much later on down the road, they saw it later. They probably saw it and they couldn't get in the phone to call somebody. They probably don't got his number. You know, it's not like our generation. My generation, I got my number in my head, my very first phone number that I had at my house. I know my address. I know how many houses were on the street that I lived on. I know what street I lived on. I know how many blocks away from the high school I know. I know exactly what business, every business that was on the street at the time that I lived at the house. I lived there till I was 15. So I could tell you everything about my neighborhood. I lived 2 blocks away. I lived a block away from Interstate 5. So, you know, don't tell me nothing about that one. So these kids today don't know nothing. I'm sorry to tell you. They don't. But anyways, I hope I'm wrong. And I pray that the family does. I hope the family does get some kind of understanding of what really happened. And I wish they wouldn't have those people. But anyways, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the rest. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. If nothing I said to you today rings a bell, remember one thing. You don't have to be controlled by alcohol, drugs, or anybody. There is help. And help is one dial away. You can hit 988 up. You can go to Alcoholics Anonymous. You can go to Cocaine Anonymous. You can go to Gamblers Anonymous. You can go to Sex Anonymous. All that information's down below. And with that being said, let me explain something to you. You don't have to use today. You don't have to drink today. But one thing you can do is be help to somebody else. And with that being said, deuces.